Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is English Bulletin with me, Yutsab Hadrai. The top stories first. Minister refutes media reports on lifting travel ban, says government did not relax lockdown rules. Government issues directives for civil servants working from home, seeks their support in maintaining law and order. Tatopani Customs Point comes into operation, China to send only essential goods right now. World seeks economic remedy, a virus that toll mounts. And tennis under scrutiny, suspicious match alerts up due to coronavirus shutdown. And now, the news in detail. The government has denied the claims that it decided to allow stranded people to leave Kathmandu this weekend. Deputy Prime Minister Ishwar Pokhrel, who is the coordinator of the high-level committee to prevent the spread of coronavirus, clarified that the government has taken no such decision. There were media reports yesterday stating that the government had decided to lift the travel ban temporarily to allow stranded people leave Kathmandu. The reports, which went viral on social media, further said that those leaving the capital would not be allowed to return back. However, Pokhrel refuted the claims and said that the government will give continuity to the lockdown measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Meanwhile, the Home Ministry also said that the government has not taken any such decisions as claimed by media reports. Former Prime Minister and the Chairman of Samajwadi Party's Federal Committee, Dr. Baburam Bhattarai, has pointed out the need of a strong coordination between the state and its people. Dr. Bhattarai released a video message stating that defeating the coronavirus pandemic requires a coordination between the state and the people.
भाइरसलाई हामीले रोक्ने हो भने हामीले कमसेकम 2 हप्ता तपाई एकान्तवासमा बसेर मात्रै आफ्नो परिवारसँग जोडिनुहोस्। त्यसो हुँदाखेरि मात्रै तपाईको र परिवार आफ्नो प्रियजनको सुरक्षा हुन्छ। यो महामारी राज्य र नागरिकहरूको बीचको सहकारले मात्रै हामीले यसलाई परास्त गर्न सक्छौं।
He urged the government to create coordination between all 3 levels of the government and create an all-party coordination mechanism at the local levels to seamlessly execute actions effectively.
राज्य र जनताको बीचमा सहकार्य भएन भने पनि यसलाई हामीले परास्त गर्न सकिँदैन। संघ, प्रदेश र स्थानीय सरकारको बीचमा उपयुक्त तालमेल मिलाउने र मुख्यतः स्थानीय तहमा एउटा सर्वपक्षीय संयन्त्र निर्माण गरेर हामीले सहकार्य गर्यौं भने हामीले यसलाई परास्त गर्न सक्छौं।
Leader Bhattarai also reminded everyone that remaining stress-free and being positive also boosts the immune system. Bhattarai also pointed out to the government to make the essential supplies readily available to the medical personnel and the security staff. He also asked the government to provide relief materials to needy immediately. The Health Ministry has informed that no cases for coronavirus has been diagnosed this week since tests were conducted on Sunday. The Ministry informed that a total of 1,454 tests were conducted since Sunday and none of them gave positive results. The information was relayed by Health Ministry's spokesperson Dr. Vikas Devkota yesterday in a regular press meet.
त्यसैगरी कैलाली र कञ्चनपुरमा गरिएका हाम्रा आरडीटीका रिपोर्टहरू यहाँ राष्ट्रिय जनस्वास्थ्य प्रयोगशालामा प्राप्त भएका छन्। तीमध्ये हालसम्म 66 वटा भइसकेको छ। सबैको रिपोर्ट चाहिँ हालसम्म नेगेटिभ छ।
Devkota informed that there are a total of 2,895 tests up until Thursday were conducted, of which 513 tests were performed from samples from outside the valley and 2,382 from within the valley. Similarly, test reports on all 866 samples from the Kailali and Kanchanpur districts turned out negative.
स्वास्थ्य प्रयोगशालामा र टोटल केस त्यति छ। उपत्यकामा रहेको राष्ट्रिय जनस्वास्थ्य प्रयोगशालामा 2382वटा र उपत्यका बाहिर 513वटा टोटल नमुना परीक्षण भएका छन्।
Dr. Devkota informed that every province has been equipped with 5,000 rapid testing kits to increase the number test. He further informed that currently 7,940 people are in quarantine, while 117 people are currently in isolation.
क्वारेन्टाइनमा रहेका व्यक्तिहरू जम्मा आज 7,940 जना हुनुहुन्छ। आइसोलेसनमा रहेका व्यक्तिहरूको सङ्ख्या 117 छ, जसमध्ये काठमाडौँ उपत्यकामा 18 र उपत्यका बाहिर 49।
Dr. Devkota also informed that the rapid diagnostic test training has already been provided to the health professionals from Baglung, Myagdi and Parbat. He further added that all 3,395 calls received through the coronavirus hotline have already been addressed. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government has issued a 10-point directive for the civil servants who have been working from home in order to control the outbreak of coronavirus. The directive has been issued for all civil servants by the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration. All civil servants have been directed to stay in touch with their immediate senior officer while working from home and to coordinate with office chief and supervisor for further instructions. Additionally, civil servants have also been directed to request individuals coming from COVID-19 suspected areas to stay in quarantine and to report the individuals to the concerned department if they refuse. Similarly, civil servants have also been informed to report any incident of black marketing of essential goods around their surroundings if found. Lockdown imposed by the government has been completely followed by vehicles along the Kathmandu-Muglin-Chitwan section of Prithvi Highway, the busiest highway of the country during normal days. Prithvi Highway wears a deserted look while the police have been taking action against more than 1,000 people daily in the Kathmandu Valley for not abiding by the lockdown orders. No vehicles except for those carrying essential supplies can be seen on the Prithvi Highway. Similarly, pedestrians are also rarely seen. All the bustling markets such as Anaubise, Thading and Maliku remain calm and tranquil. All highway hotels have shut down as well. Police have taken strict measures to maintain social distancing in different sections of the highway. Temporary health clinics have also been set up in different sections of the highway. Similarly, different signs encouraging social distancing can also be seen outside shops selling essential goods. In other news, the number of coronavirus suspects kept in quarantine in Kapilvastu district has been gradually declining, authorities said yesterday. Almost 900 suspects of COVID-19 were kept quarantined in Kapilvastu during the initial days of the lockdown. Among them, 270 have returned home after their samples tested negative for the virus, informed Dirga Narayan Paudel, Chief District Officer of Kapilvastu. According to Paudel, 614 people remain quarantined in the district. Among them, 16 people are being quarantined under the supervision of Nepali and Indian security personnel in the border area. Earlier, hundreds of Nepalese had entered Nepal from more than 21 entry points, including Badhani, Marzatpur, Chakrigauda in Kapilvastu along the 93-kilometer open border that Nepal shares with India in the district. However, the flow has stopped in the 17th day of lockdown after strict measures were implemented by the local administration to stop cross-border movement. Kapilvastu district has been equipped with 983 beds for quarantine and 8 beds for isolation of coronavirus suspects. And now, the news from Economic Front. The Tatopani Customs Point has come into operation after more than 2 months. The District Administration Officer in Dupalchok informed yesterday that the vital transit point was opened from Wednesday evening for the supply of essential goods. On the first day since the custom point became operational, a total of 10 containers of sanitizers and 19 containers of masks were imported to Nepal. The customs point was opened after setting up a health desk as per the requirement of the World Health Organization standard. China has agreed to send only essential goods through the custom point for the time being. The border point was closed on January 27 due to rising threats of coronavirus, which was creating terror in China at that time. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. World powers scrambled to build a global response to the human and economic catastrophe caused by the coronavirus epidemic as death tolls in the US and Europe soared higher, AFP reported. In a lockdown in New York, the UN Security Council was to meet on the pandemic for the first time, and in Brussels, EU finance ministers were wrangling over how to bail out hard-hit Italy and Spain. And Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei warned Muslim worshippers to pray at home rather than in crowded mosques, even when the holy month of Ramadan begins later this month. Meanwhile, the number of worldwide cases of the novel coronavirus since it spread from China earlier this year topped 1.6 million according to the Worldometer. More than 95,000 people have died as of today morning. Alongside the personal tragedies and the pressure on the overburdened hospitals, there has been a stark economic toil, with the WTO warning of the worst recession of our lifetimes. The worst hit countries in Europe, the worst hit continent are Italy and Spain, where daily death tolls are now down from their peaks but still running high despite strict lockdowns. India faces an uphill battle to contain coronavirus outbreaks in the slums of the vast financial capital Mumbai, Reuters reported. According to the news agency, there are widespread fears that the virus is gathering pace in the dense, unsanitary alleyways where it is next to impossible to enforce a full lockdown. India, the world's second most populous country after China, with 1.3 billion people, has reported more than 5,800 cases of the virus, including 169 deaths so far. This is a far cry from the high tolls in several European countries and the United States. But the western state of Maharashtra, of which Mumbai is the capital, has emerged as a hotspot with over 1,100 of those cases. Mumbai authorities say the city's high number of cases in part stems from more aggressive testing. The local government says it has been able to quarantine more than 24,000 people to stem the outbreak, but officials privately acknowledge they face a daunting task in the slums. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has imposed a nationwide lockdown until April 14, saying it is the only way to avoid a catastrophe in India. While the public health system is weak, but while police patrolled main roads on Thursday, food markets deep in Dharavi were open and humming, according to a Reuters photographer. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Alerts for suspicious betting patterns in tennis increased during the first quarter of 2020, Reuters reported, citing Tennis Integrity Unit. According to the news agency, corruptors targeted lower-level tours as the sport headed towards a shutdown due to the coronavirus outbreak. The tennis season was halted in early March due to the pandemic, leaving players in the low tiers who solely depend on tournament winnings without the opportunity to earn a living. A 2018 International Review Panel report commissioned to address Betting and integrity issues said that players in the lowest tiers were susceptible to corruption because of the difficulty in making a living. Only 250 to 230 tennis players are said to be abiding by the rules. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Minister refutes media reports on lifting travel ban, says government did not relax lockdown rules. Government issues directives for civil servants working from home, seeks their support in maintaining law and order. Tatopani Customs Point comes into operation. China to send only essential goods right now. World seeks economic remedy, virus death toll mounts. And tennis under scrutiny, suspicious match alerts up due to coronavirus shutdown. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website, JanataSamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow the safety guidelines prescribed by World Health Organization and Nepal government to keep yourself safe and your family safe. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.